Let's go.
Not exaggerating. You are revealing a wound that the world has chosen to dress with silence. Africa is rich, yet too many of her children remain poor. Why so? Because the wealth beneath your soil, cobalt, gold, uranium, coltan, oil, has been turned into a curse, not a blessing.
Africa is rich, but too many of her children remain poor. Sorry, I love poetry. I write poetry, and I'm hearing some poetry in between this. I'm hearing lines that is, wow, Africa is rich, but her children remain poor. That's, and like I said, when I hear this, I'm actually putting it to the ground that I walk on because my ancestors are from there. So I am putting that in the country that I'm in because I'm hearing some of the stuff he's saying is actually, it resonates with me as well where I'm at here. So let's listen.
These were supposed to be gifts of providence, not instruments of plunder. But instead of building schools, they have built empires far from the shores of Africa. Let us no longer pretend that economic suffering is accidental. Let us no longer speak of underdevelopment as if it were nature's plan. It was policy, it was greed, it was engineered stagnation, orchestrated debt, and predatory agreements signed in glass towers, while farmers walked barefoot through dust. And yes, while the church itself may not have signed trade deals or drawn oil contracts, it has often been too quiet when it should have cried out, too cautious when it should have stood between the vulnerable and the vultures, too diplomatic when the gospel demanded disruption. There are African nations today where a child cannot drink clean water, but multinationals extract billions from the same land without paying fair dues. There are communities where women give birth in candlelight hospitals, while cargo ships full of precious resources sail out of port, guarded by foreign guns. That is not trade. That is tribute extracted from the weary. And this, dear brothers and sisters of the world, is not just an African tragedy. It is a global scandal. It is the failure of our.
You heard him. So that's why I said I felt like what he was saying wasn't just for Africa. It was for me, and I guess from what he's saying, it's for you wherever you are. It's for everyone. So he said this, my dear brothers and sisters, this is not just something that happened here, it happened globally. And that's why it felt so, what he's saying is so profound because some of the stuff he's saying, I'm like, wow, we can relate to that here in America. That has been happening.